Okay, everybody, we've had a lot of requests for tutorials. One of them that we want to show you is the Plasti-Dip. The Plasti-Dip, it's a product made by Performix. You can get it at Home Depot, Sears, pretty much online, any color you want. We went with the flat black. We're going to be doing the hood of an Audi A3. This A3 in particular has a APR Stage 3 turbo, a lot of other modifications, and it's got the Edinger body kit. Now that body kit is blacked out up front, so we're going to integrate that with our hood and see how that turns out. What we've done first in this process, you can see we've taped off the car. We're only doing the hood, so we're going to focus on those areas. Basically bought a roll of painter's paper, which you can get at any warehouse store like Home Depot or Lowe's, or just your local hardware store should have it. Some of the painter's tape, which we use because we don't want it to stick when we're done applying it. And that's about all we did there. Just some features of the car. You can see we've got the Laminex tails on the back, and here's part of the Edinger body kit. You have this rear roof spoiler. These are the Miro STP3 wheels. Anyway, so to get back to it right here, we've just finished prepping it with the paper. Next thing we did was just used a simple product Windex here to take off the wax. Now that's important because you want the paint to be able to have a surface that it will adhere to. We used a microfiber towel, just back and forth motion is fine, and basically we took off that layer of wax that would impair the Plasti-Dip from properly adhering to it. All right, next step we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start our first coat. We use light coats, probably about 2 to 5 coats. I prefer 3 to 5. We'll see how many it takes with this particular color. Each color is different. Okay, here's the actual product we're going to be using. It's a flat black. Some things to consider when you're using the Plasti-Dip is the temperature of the environment, because that's going to affect the curing time, how long it takes to set up. And make sure you shake it real well. Last thing you want is a blob of paint going on your application. It does smooth out pretty good. Once it sets up, it'll even out and look much different than the first couple of coats that you put on. So patience is important too with this, and just to make sure it's not ice cold in your working space. So we're going to go ahead and put the first coat on. Okay, we're going to start with our first coat, and I'm going to let it rip.
As you can see, he's just laying it down, not overlapping it, because you don't want too much paint in one area.
Now we're going to leave between probably 5 and 10 minutes between each coat. We're going to let it set up, and then we go to our second coat. So now we're doing our second coat. Obviously same product, it's a flat black. We let it dry for about 5-10 minutes. It's not too cold out here, so you can see it's definitely ready for its next coat. Same thing, we're just going to do our overlaps. You want to keep the spray about 6 to 8 inches above the area that you're painting. You want to avoid any clogs and any paint just globbing up on you. The nice thing about this product, if you don't like it after it sets up, you take it off and you can peel it up with a fingernail. But that's our second coat. We're going to let that sit again. Another 5-10 minutes should be fine. And then we'll put our next coat. Okay, you can see here we've been through basically a can and a half of paint. And the coverage is amazing with this stuff. I mean, obviously this is an A3. This is Audi's smallest platform next to the one, but the hood's not huge. But the coverage is really decent. I'm surprised. The product cost about $6 at Home Depot. If you don't like it, you tear it off. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer if you want to just do something different. Basically, I got bored this weekend and I said, let me try it. So we're going to go ahead and put one more coat on. Well, maybe two. We'll see. And well, here's the car after the Plasti-Dip. Looks pretty patchy to me. I'll probably have to hit it up with a couple more coats before I peel it off, because I'll probably end up hating it after a week. But it turned out all right. So we will do the test trial. Keep it on for a week or so. See how it rubs me. Don't forget,